Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Kairi.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it to make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw notifications. If you make sure to hit that notify bell, you should be notified whenever I put something in the community tab, which I did a couple minutes prior to us going live. To get people's to solicit questions for the Evolution recap, which we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So, or sometimes we do polls. We might do some like trivia giveaways. I don't know, all sorts of things that we could be doing with the community tab.
It really is, for the most part, an untapped resource.
But the only way you'll know if something goes up is if you hit the notify bell.
Correct.
And then also hit that notify bell, and you might get notified an hour after one of our premieres goes live.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me on Saturday when our We Book Raw, the premiere. So a lot of people don't know what the premiere thing is.
It's live, but it's not live.
It's a lot. I think it's like meant to work best for like narrative stuff or music videos. Mm-hmm. Like Friendo Road. It's obviously not a live, broadcast.
Us doing gameplay stuff.
It feels like we could be doing it live, but we're not doing it live. You can attend one of the live tapings.
Yes.
Digitally.
Yes.
When we have it on the itchtway.tv.
Another place.
So we're there. And then, of course, we're in the audio realm. If you're listening to us on an audio podcast, take a few moments. A great way and a free way to help Going In Raw is to subscribe to us on your audio podcast app and then leave us a rating, review, or a comment. That really does help boost the exposure of the show. We're also on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. We have a variety of reward tiers starting at $1.
$1.
You'd be so surprised. Somebody actually asked me. Somebody asked me on, I don't know, somewhere, YouTube, somewhere. Said, does $1 really matter? Yeah, $1 is if $1 per month from a person
is more than we'll make if they watch every one of our videos on YouTube,
with all the ads included.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah,
and it's not even close.
It's not. No, it's not even close. We have some new patrons from the weekend: Thomas Hempel, Brian Hudson, Scott Bergman. Uriah Rios. I apologize, Mr. or Mrs. Rios. I don't think I pronounced your first name correctly. Uriah. And Gabriel Lopez and Simon Renshaw. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
For your support. It really does
help.
Really does help.
A lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we still have a bunch of these Like a Dog shirts.
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of them.
Like a dog. Buy the shirt now, like a dog.
Yeah.
Anyways. So was there anything else I need to talk about?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Yeah, there was a bot. Yeah, also, if you subscribe to us, you get the notification that we're going live, and you get to experience a botch.
Yeah, like we did.
We're at least at a good
show.
55% botch rate these days, which I think is probably pretty strong for us.
I think so.
I think we used to be like 85%.
Oh, super high, man.
So yeah,
it way up there.
You get to see that.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah. So let's talk about Evolution.
Yeah.
That was a fun show.
It was really fun.
I thought it was one of the more fun shows that WWE has put on this year. I mean, let's be honest. We try our damnedest to be positive on the show. There's a lot of good stuff in wrestling and in plenty of good stuff in WWE to talk about on a positive note. We're about to talk positively about Evolution. But too often during their pay-per-views, I sit there and at least half the matches, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this. It feels like something that I could get with maybe with better quality on a Raw or SmackDown, because there's some slam bang matches on Raw and SmackDown.
Well, there used to be a time when pay-per-view matches would serve as either major story points for a feud or conclude a feud.
Yeah.
And far too often it feels like on pay-per-view, since they happen with such frequency, is that they're kind of just placeholders.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like they have to schedule out what's going to advance the story on Raw versus SmackDown versus the pay-per-view. And we don't always get matches that feel like either major turning points or conclusions or advancements. We just get matches that kind of happen.
Yeah. And it's so I don't... These days when I go into a WWE pay-per-view, my expectations are just kind of low.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
Evolution, it felt like a bit of a breath of fresh air. It felt fun. It felt like everybody was there as, what they were advertising it to be, which was a celebration. And I thought that we got a little hair right there.
There's a hair in my mic.
It felt like a celebration. It had a really good, sort of atmosphere to it.
It felt somewhere between a pay-per-view and a house show in terms of the atmosphere, in terms of the setting. The stage and ramp design was a bit scaled back, but not quite to house show levels.
Yeah.
The barricades weren't the full padded ones. They were the metal barricades with fabric over it. And if you've been to a house show, you know that the performers tend to be a little bit looser. Which leads to an entirely different experience as opposed to a TV taping.
Yeah,
the action is constant at a house show because there's no commercial breaks to worry about. So yeah, it was kind of an interesting middle ground between a full-fledged pay-per-view and a live event, but I think it was for the most part for the better.
I love that feeling, though.
Yeah,
I mean, here's the thing. Like, the best things about house shows are, of course, the looser atmosphere.
Exactly.
And it totally felt like it had that. It just felt like people are out there to have fun, and but then there were obviously, because there was there was obviously some very, very important story beats happening, specifically, obviously, in the case of Becky versus Charlotte, which was, I think, obviously match of the night.
Oh, it was
right?
spectacular, yeah.
That was fantastic. And then, I mean, if you look, it was, 7 matches, and one of them was surprisingly... One of them that I was sort of looking forward to the least, the Riot Squad, Sasha, Bayley, Natalya match, was actually a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun because they kind of overbooked it a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which I'm okay with. 2 of the matches that we knew were going to be killer.
Delivered.
The Mae Young Classic final and the NXT match, more than delivered. And I know people had some issues with the NXT title match. We'll get to that in a second. And then Charlotte versus Becky, obviously, they did everything. They did everything, and they did it so great. They left nothing out there. And then even, I mean, I know there was some controversy, I guess you can call it that, over the Battle Royal, simply because of sometimes a Battle Royal can just feel like, oh, well, we got to give these people some TV time. Let's put them all in one match. I like Battle Royals.
I do, too. I like Battle Royals, and at least there was... something of consequence to the person who won the Battle Royal.
And they gave it enough time so that everybody did get sort of a spotlight.
Yeah, and they told some stories.
Yeah. So I love Battle Royals. I don't care if, I love Battle Royals. So anyways, let's read some of these super chats and then we'll move on with our actual review of show.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I have to mention this to Discord. I am the new Intercontinental Champion.
So that means you're in
for
second
Discord
place?
predictions. No, I think that means whoever does best on that individual show. Because my track record is garbage.
Yeah.
But I nailed every single one because I'm taking a new tack now. I'm in it to win it.
Well, that should have been your tack to begin with.
No, my tack to begin with was let's go out on a limb and say some fun things can happen. Oh, wow. Not doing that anymore.
No.
From now on, I'm in it to win it. This is the first show where I decided to do that. I said that during predictions. And what happened? Steve won.
Yeah.
I plan on continuing that, my reign, and I'm going to move myself up to the main event scene. I'm going to dominate all the titles. That's how it's going to go
I'm
now.
a former champion.
Yeah, I know.
I was atop the leaderboard for a while.
I know, exactly. And look at how far. Now your gender status. Now you're dropping to Zack Ryder on main
Are you
event.
sure about that? I don't know what place I'm at right now.
Yeah, you're like garbage now. You're like in the low 80s.
Yeah, whatever.
I think.
I had my time at top.
I have no idea. I did not.
I know you don't.
I didn't look. Don't care. Don't care.
The Crow says my birthday was yesterday. Undisputed. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, for sure.
Winemaker, take boxing gloves off before using computer, Steve.
Referencing my botch. Hey, look, people. I'm one guy. I know I say Hilton's back there, but he's sleeping. Hey, wake up, man. You botched the episode again.
If he's sleeping anywhere, it's at home. There's no one here.
He's right there.
Sarah 70, do we need 2 women's pay-per-views a year? Name the second one.
Evolution 2.
Evolution. New Evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah. Evolution. There you go.
Don't say that. Please don't encourage me.
Horse Trick Incorporated. Driving home, going in raw on. Y'all are real.
Real. That must have been my iPad. That thing's got notifications for everything over there.
All right.
Yeah.
It was weird for a second.
Yeah.
KPP619. I saw Elias and Baron sing Freebird last night. Where? Was this at a house show?
Oh, that's cool. Right on.
That's super cool.
Yeah, that is neat.
Aren't they in a feud right now?
Who's that? Elias and
Baron.
Yeah, they did also. I think Finn sang with Elias like a couple weeks ago at a house show.
What did they sing?
I don't know, but just the fact that Finn was up there.
I'm free as bird now.
I'm free as bird now.
And Baron, you cannot change.
You cannot change. Anyways, I do love that song. Yeah, so they kick things off with the nostalgia match.
Yeah.
Trish and Lita versus Alicia Fox and Mickie James. Alexa Bliss came out ready to go, though.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
It looked like WrestleMania gear.
Fancy pantsy attire.
Yeah, well, both her and Alicia Fox and Mickie James all had new gear.
They look like $1 million.
Alicia Fox was carrying a giant clock.
Yeah, did we ever find out what Mickie James is carrying?
No. I'm still above you in total predictions, says Flame Spitter.
Oh, that's okay. This is the beginning. I'm just starting now.
And then Mickie James had like a Queen of Hearts type inspired getup, it looked like.
Yeah.
And then she had some sort of scepter.
Maybe it was a scepter, yeah. But I thought, wasn't she using it like as a cane, kind of?
Not really. I think it was just long.
It was long enough.
But it looked like it had some sort of hook at the end of it, too. I almost thought it was one of those grabber things.
Okay, so and I'm not
first.
saying this because of the obvious age angle that they were taking with this build, but like the cane walker kind of thing, where it's a cane but it has 4 prongs.
Yeah,
like the extra help special cane.
For more stability. No, but it's more of like a hook.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all.
I don't know.
I didn't get it. Anyways, Alexa dropped a promo to introduce her team.
Yeah, she just sort of said, I mean, I guess
because she was supposed to be in this match, but then she wasn't cleared, so she wasn't in this match.
And she didn't really say explicitly, this is why I'm not in this match. She just basically inferred that she was giving her spot up to Alicia Fox, who's been around for a very long time.
Yes.
But she didn't really say that I'm not going to be in this match. She just said...
She just wasn't in it.
Yeah, she just wasn't in it.
wasn't in it.
She just decided not to be in it.
I'm just not in it now.
So, I mean, the match was fine. This was sort of one of the ones that I was least interested. I'm not into nostalgia. In the Battle Royal, it's fine.
Yeah.
I actually really like it in the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
I just, in general, I'm not into nostalgia acts come back. I wasn't even into the Shield when they came back.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Like when the Dudleys came back.
Do something new.
When the Dudleys came back, growing up, I loved the Dudleys.
Yeah.
They came back, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Couldn't really care. Because they weren't doing anything different. Shawn
yeah.
Michaels is apparently wrestling again.
Yeah.
This weekend. I can't bring myself to be terribly excited about it.
What?
I said apparently.
What's happening?
There's something going on this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard.
Yeah.
I know this on, we were supposed to make the big announcement, but maybe I'll just save it till tomorrow because I'm going to do a little card.
Yeah.
Friday morning, allegedly, when the WWE is putting on some sort of pay-per-view, we've decided to do our own thing.
Uh-huh.
So we're putting on a very, very special We Book WWE 2K19 event.
Yeah, a super card of some sort.
It's a super card. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Join us at Itchtway. Can't really say. YouTube won't let us say the website.
Yeah, but we'll promote it on Twitter, and then there we can include it.
I've got something going on with my eye. Larson,
what's going on? I can't say it.
I've got a twitch going on with my eye.
Whoa.
I should go check out the .tv over there / Steven Larson.
Oh dear.
So make sure you're subbed to that.
Yeah, starting at what, 9 a.m.?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's when the other thing's happening.
Sounds right. Can we just do that and then call it a day? I've been so tired. I feel like $1 million right now, though.
That's good because you slept forever. You said.
I slept for like 11 hours last night.
That's good.
I felt like ass last night.
Yeah, usually we do these recaps right after the pay-per-views, but you weren't into it.
I said, buddy, I'm
or sorry,
out.
you weren't into it. You weren't feeling well.
No, I had like the nastiest headache.
Yeah, you might have a sinus infection.
I feel better now.
I
think I might have begun over one.
Or at least just sinus pressure.
Yeah.
When I get a cold, what the symptoms you were describing can happen to me when I'm really congested.
Yeah.
So that could have been what it was.
I feel better now, though.
Good.
I feel great now. I had some McDonald's this morning.
Oh, what'd you get?
Trying to eat, Egg White Delight. But I had to, because I also saw a car accident this morning.
You mentioned that.
Holy moly.
You're a witness.
That was intense. Then I talked to a cop this morning.
Yeah, the cop sounded very cordial.
Yeah, he was super cool. Shout out to Officer Stu. I think that's what his name was. I'm like, what is this? Freaking Mayberry? RFD?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Officer Stu. I heard you saw a car accident this morning. Everybody's just Mark Calloway.
Seems like it.
Anyways, moving on to this match. Lita hit a moonsault on Alicia and Mickie James. And then Trish
kicked Mickie right in the head for the win.
Mickie James right to the head.
Yeah.
And she got the pin on Mickie James. So
it
that was
a fun
cool.
match. It was fun.
I just feel, I'll be honest with you, I just kind of feel like, especially during the build, Bobby Mincy just bought a like a dog shirt. They could have gone a bit more with the Mickie Trish thing.
I know. They had one moment during this match.
Yeah.
And the crowd was into it.
Yes. The crowd would have, yeah. That to me, I like that way better than Alexa coming out. You're old. You're old. Guess what? You're old. I'm over that, dude.
I know.
You know?
Give us some history.
How old is Trish Stratus? What is she, like Shinsuke Nakamura's age?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like 39 or 40, I would suspect. 41 at the most.
Like, come on, half the freaking wrestlers are like they're signing them all up at that age right now.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, 41. She's 41.
Yeah.
She's like a year younger than Bob Roode, or older than Bob Roode, maybe the same age.
She's my age.
Exactly. I mean, we're old.
We are.
But I mean, that's not really the example I'm trying to set here. I'm just saying a lot of the wrestlers are old too.
Yes.
Anyways, after that,
well, how old is Mickie James? She's got to be at least in her mid-30s.
I think she's like 37.
Okay.
I know. It's so
the difference
stupid.
between old and not old is just 4 years.
Well, the problem is that they do that exclusively in the women's division.
I know.
That's the issue, and it's like, dude, this is she's Lacey's age. She's 39.
Oh, so there's only about a 2 year difference.
Yeah. Like, come on, give me a break.
Give me history. Give me.
How old is AJ? Like 50? Samoa Joe, he's in his early 60s.
Yeah.
Come on now. They only do that. I poor Alexa Bliss. She's got so much more to offer than just mean girl jokes and old people jokes. Like, dude, come on. Even do the, I'm a legend and you got to get past me before you really cement your legacy, Alexa Bliss. That kind of thing.
Yeah. And then you have Mickie, who's
How
a
old is
long-time
the
rival.
Freaking Undertaker.
Oh, like 80-something.
He's at least in his mid-180s.
Yeah. He might literally be undead.
I think when you see him move around, he sure looks like it. I heard he's supposed to be wrestling at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to all that.
We had a Bellas interview after that match.
Yeah, it seemed like they had some sort of red carpet area backstage. And that's where this interview happened. Of course, they were talking about Nikki's match against Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, Asuka's 37.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my God, Ivory's 56. She
looked the exact same.
$1 million.
She looked the exact same.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they were just talking about the Nikki's match with Ronda. Throughout the show, they had little packages cut together of various members of the women's roster reacting to Evolution. And it was all very heartwarming stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And you could tell they were all very excited and really felt that they were taking place in something that was truly historical.
Yeah, no, it was great. Somebody in chat earlier, I forget who, I apologize, made a good point. Oh, here we go. So Jimmy Thomas here in Discord mentioned Alexa was Alice, Mickie was the Queen of Hearts, and Alicia was the White Rabbit.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
No, okay.
The scepter is probably right about the scepter.
Yeah, I kind of put that together based on what Mickie was wearing. I didn't.
They were Alice in Wonderland.
I don't remember the White Rabbit carrying a giant clock, though.
Yeah. Anyways, somebody in chat made a good point about It was nice that Stephanie didn't come out to open the show and ramble for like 10 minutes about history and stuff. So that's good. But anyways, yeah, that was cool. And
next
then
we had the Battle Royal.
Oh, man, this is
Can't
awesome.
go wrong with the Battle Royal. They're always fun.
So everybody comes out, and then the Iconics, I believe, are the last two to come out. They cut a promo about some of the older wrestlers being irrelevant. See, in this case, I'm okay with it because it's sort of a truncated thing. They're heels. It's sort of supposed
I thought
to
this
do.
was kind of like the best pre-match promo they've done, maybe. Because they started out talking about how the Long Island accent was weird.
Yeah, that was funny. I think they're so funny. I just think that, like... They put them in so much of a hole by giving them crap material from the get. It's hard for them to dig their ways out of the hole. I do like their iconic thing, though. That makes me laugh.
Yeah, that was good.
That makes me laugh.
It was funny. The whole thing was funny. But of course, they were the first ones eliminated.
And they were talking about, how like the older wrestlers are going to fade back into obscurity because we had people like Kelly, Molly Holly, Alundra Blaze, and of course. Michelle McCool, my lovely bride, is back one night only. Maybe she'll impress Vince enough to get a long-term contract. No, she needs to be back at the house in her lady gym taking Instagram pictures of our lovely children. Anyways, Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool.
Yes.
A Divas icon in her own right.
Yes.
Was there as well. So the Iconics, they drop all this venom on the old wrestlers. They get in the ring, and then, of course, they are the first ones eliminated.
Yeah, which is a bummer. Then we get this moment where all the current roster members circle around the veterans.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, they're
cool.
like,
Everybody starts
this
brawling.
is our time now.
Yeah.
I'm the captain now.
And there's this great bit where Mandy and Sonya Deville are teaming up to eliminate people. And then Mandy eliminates Sonya.
Yeah. And that's exactly the face she made was like that.
And Sonya had like a Twitter story about it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It starts at the beginning of the show like she's all happy. And then this happened, and then when she gets eliminated, I think there's a picture of that face.
Yeah, Mandy put on her Instagram story as well, like, oopsie or something like that, and with that face. It was funny.
Yeah,
it was good.
Pretty great.
I love that. I love that on the very lowdown, they've turned Mandy and Sonya Deville into an act that we kind of give a damn about.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it hasn't even been like this. They haven't had any massive storylines. They were kind of had a setback when Paige got injured and then had to retire. But, like, I don't know, just through sheer force of, like, they come out, they do a good job.
Oh, yeah, and
they're both solid wrestlers.
Their chemistry is great.
And even though their gimmicks are, like, hugely different, their chemistry is fairly evident. I think social media goes so far these days in helping us to understand them away from the ring.
Yes.
So that when I see them goofing around, and same thing with the Riot Squad, legitimately enjoying each other's company goes a long way towards us when we then see them on air.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, cool, I get it. I know these two. You know?
Sonya Deville tweets about donuts all the time. She likes
That's
donuts.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like her a lot, man.
Yeah,
she's fantastic.
She's got the best entrance, too.
No, that needs to go. It's not that bugs me. It's the flickering
it's the
lights,
strobe lights
man.
that make it, man.
No way.
Yeah, it is. We got a dance break.
Steve Howland just bought a Like a Dog shirt. Thank you, Steve.
We got a dance break with Carmella. There's this point in the match where everybody's kind of laid out. Mm-hmm. You had a dance break with her and Ivory.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
That was good.
There's a moment with Tamina and Nia Jax.
I am kind of bummed out because one of the participants in the Battle Royal was also Maria Kanellis.
Yeah.
I'm sad we didn't get a dance break with her and Carl Anderson.
There's a moment between Nia and Tamina where it seemed like they were going to throw down. Instead, they decided to clear the ring, so they have the entire ring to themselves to throw down.
Yeah, that was good.
That was cool. They actually harkened back to NXT storylines when they had Ember Moon eliminate Asuka. Of course, in NXT. Ember Moon would always get about this close to beating Asuka, but never do it.
Man.
So that was some decent, good long-term storytelling.
Well, you'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Might have been accidental.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah. Right now, so it sounds like we're having a little bit of stream issues. I can confidently say that's not on our end.
Yeah.
That is a YouTube thing.
That's a YouTube thing.
Out of our hands, people.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Nia eliminates Tamina, and so Nia and Ember Moon are the final two.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But no, Zelina Vega was hiding out.
Mm-hmm.
for pretty much the entirety of the Battle Royal.
Yep. Yeah.
She comes into the ring. She thinks she's eliminated both Ember and Nia. She turns around. She starts celebrating.
She said in like a pre-match interview segment thing that they did on like either YouTube or whatever, that she was planning on outsmarting everybody, maybe hiding, maybe ducking down low. And that's exactly what she ended up doing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she didn't get the job done.
No.
She got
Nia military pressed her.
Yeah.
And then threw her right into Tamina's face.
Right on Tamina's face. That looked rough.
Ow.
That looked really rough.
Nia does a bit of a stare down. She turns around. Ember tries to eliminate her. In the end, though, Nia just pretty much throws Ember out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
She wins. She delivers an interview afterwards. It's very emotional. It was
yeah.
really good.
Oh, it was super nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
And they asked, I think it was Charlie in the ring, maybe?
Yeah.
Said, who do you want to win, Ronda or Nikki Bella? She said, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna take that. I got a taste of having that title before. I want that title again. I wish both of them luck. Is it kind of surprising because they also during the main event, Nikki versus Ronda. Sorry, Nikki or Ronda. They also had Nia Jax backstage watching
it. Yes.
They're going back to this after not that long, apparently.
Well, it was Money in the Bank. That was Nia versus Ronda Rousey.
June, okay.
And we didn't get a clean finish because Alexa Bliss cashed in. So we have never seen the full match.
Was Nia injured after that? She took some time off after that, didn't she? Maybe not immediately, but she took some time off, didn't she?
Not protracted, I don't think. Maybe a little bit.
Didn't she?
I thought the time off was before that.
Yeah, I don't know. No, because what's she been doing lately? She hasn't been doing anything lately, has she?
She's been doing
stuff with Ember and
for the last month or so.
Yeah, okay.
Well, maybe.
I think she was gone for a second.
She was gone, but I don't know if it was because of injury.
She was gone, and everybody's like, "Why is she gone?" But then I think it was revealed that she had been injured.
That was before all this, though.
Really?
I think so. That was before June. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That was around the time where Neville left, wasn't it?
Neville.
Or shortly thereafter, because there was like multiple reports in quick succession about talents being unhappy.
Subgum says, "Yeah, Nia had an. Nicole says she had an arm injury after Extreme Rules."
There you go.
She's been here and there.
Yeah.
In any event, like we're gonna get her versus Ronda Rousey. The crowd really, really loves Ember Moon, but I totally get that they might want to wait to pull the trigger on Ember Moon. Just because they have a high-profile signing that they're throwing a lot of money at with Ronda Rousey. You know, they had Stone Cold. They didn't keep the title on him forever and ever.
I know.
His title reigns were not that long. Nobody's was back then. I feel like you got a lot of talent.
I know.
Let some other people run with it, maybe.
I know.
You know, I mean, Ronda's great right now. I mean, she's good in the position they have her in. Big name. You know, she looks great with that title. I think she, in my mind, personally speaking, more and more, she's turning to pro wrestling person as opposed to UFC person who's trying to do pro wrestling. And I think that's good. I think the most interesting aspect of Ronda is going to come when they bring in the 4 horsewomen. If they do that, I mean, they kept on alluding to it last night. Unfortunately, we didn't get one sequence with them in it.
No. Kind of surprising.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just, not immediately, but they seem to be going to Nia Jax versus Ronda pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that.
Well, I guess if the idea is to keep the belt on Ronda for a while, then Nia's a good feud.
Mm-hmm.
Nia is a good opponent for Ronda. It makes Ronda look strong. And Nia is the type of opponent that can give Ronda a really good fight. And is different dimension than pretty much anybody else in the women's division.
Yeah, but we kind of were just there.
I know, but we didn't see the whole thing, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We've seen the whole thing.
I don't remember their match being all that great either.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like this. You have a lot of talent. Let's see something different. That's my thing. Karen here points out in chat also Jessamine and Marina are not ready at all right now. I mean, they just started on the NXT house show circuit very recently.
Yeah. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, I mean, when you do that, you want to do it right. So
yes.
I totally get that.
Get one chance to do it, so you got to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we had the Mae Young Classic Finals.
Woo!
Toni Storm versus Io Shirai.
Man, oh man.
This was great.
Goes to show when you have like tons of time to prepare for something, you can come on. Woo! This was a good match.
Heck yeah, it was.
A really good match.
Hell yeah.
Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. Yeah, they were doing lots of cool stuff here. We had a kick out of a Storm Zero.
I know.
Io Shirai kicked out of the first Storm Zero.
That moonsault she did off the top rope to Toni when she was on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, that was beautiful.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Boy, that was nice. Io had a springboard sunset flip. That looked amazing.
Oh, that was great.
Toni kicked out of that. Io then went up for a moonsault. Toni Storm got her knees up and then quickly got up, hit Storm Zero for the win. I love Toni Storm's facial reactions, facial expressions. They're so great.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can tell what part of the match you're in just by looking at her face. Oh, it's so great. So, yeah, she is your Mae Young Classic winner. This will be interesting going into NXT UK. They're going to be, no spoilers here, but they're
crowning
going to be
their first women's champion.
introducing the women's championship there. So that'll be really cool because obviously she'll be contending for that. I would imagine, anyways.
Mm-hmm. And it's one of my favorite things about the Mae Young Classic is it's happened both last year and this year is seeing how everybody reacts to the finals. Like you can tell the participants are moved to be involved, win or loss. Mm-hmm. Toni last night seemed overcome with emotion after her win.
Yeah, so they
even before the match started, I mentioned this during the live stream. I was like, oh, I feel like she's got win face. She looks super nervous.
She looked kind of nervous, yeah. I mean, Io Shirai's Toni's had a flipping pretty at only 22. She's been around in terms of her career.
Yeah.
Io Shirai obviously has had an amazing career up till now. But they did like a really nice ceremony when you know Triple H comes out. It's
Triple H and Stephanie and
fatherly Triple H.
Sarah,
that version of him comes out.
Sarah Amato.
Yeah.
Sarah Del Rey.
Yeah. And he presents her with a trophy. Make sure she doesn't drop it because it's probably super heavy. Yeah. Hell, the cool mask Io Shirai came out in too. It's like a blue tiger mask of some sort. Yeah.
She's going to be massive in NXT. Io is. She's great.
Man, there's so much great talent there.
I know.
Man, there's so much great. And they had later on they had a couple of the other Mae Young Classic competitors. Because who was
they were sitting ringside during this match. It was Rhea Ripley. There was
who else was there?
Shoot, it was just Rhea Ripley was just doing the.
She had total. She's like it's like she's just studying Pete Dunne.
Yeah, I know. So once you see her being fully in character, it's hard to pay attention.
I know. No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
I don't remember who else. There's I think about 3 or 4 Mae Young Classic competitors sitting ringside.
Tegan Knox was there. Yeah,
okay.
That's not surprising. Cool. I saw her on her Instagram thing. Alex C. And I don't know if he's joking here or not, but it wasn't. Even though she's only 22, she's been wrestling for 10 years. Oh, here we go. Thanks, Karen. Mako Satomura was there. Tainara Conti, Tegan Knox.
Oh, I wonder if Mako's going to sign then.
God, that'd be so great. That'd be so great.
She was
and here's the thing.
Incredible.
Yeah, Vasco's 37. Mako's been around for a long time. She's probably late, mid-30s.
Yeah. Kairi Sane's going to be in her early 30s. Same with Io, I would think.
Like, can we envision a time when we're not doing, hey, you're old stories? I mean, the fact that Asuka is there and they're not with her is an obvious sign that they're probably going to. It's just funny that, like, people who are wrestling in their early 20s ages ago, they come back now and they act like they're... Oh, you're so. I hate that kind of creative.
I know.
Mako's 39.
Lazy.
Okay, Mako's
it's 39. Lazy creative.
It really is.
And it's unnecessary. There's so many other interesting stories you could do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they just go back to the same well, and it's a bummer.
Yeah. I wish I could read lips, though, because during that bit after this match when, they were given the flowers and the trophy and all that kind of stuff, you could see the close-ups of them saying things to the wrestlers like Triple H and Stephanie.
Yeah. Well, after the ceremony, especially Sarah and Toni, but then after the ceremony too, Toni and Io were talking.
Yeah.
Pretty cool to hear. What they were saying to each other.
Absolutely. Before we continue, we'd like to thank today's sponsor of Going In Raw, BlueChew. Hey guys, remember the days when you're always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get a boost of confidence in bed with BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue.
BlueChew.com is the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so you know it works.
And since it's chewable, Blue Chew works faster than a pill, so you can be ready whenever an opportunity arises.
Blue Chew is prescribed online and ships directly to your door. That means no more in-person doctor visits, no more waiting at the pharmacy, and best of all, no more awkwardness.
Made in the USA, Blue Chew prepares and ships directly to your door, meaning it's cheaper than a pharmacy.
And right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Go to BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use promo code RAW. That's R-A-W. Just pay $5 for shipping.
Again, that's BLUE Chew.com. Promo code RAW to try it for free. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper, faster choice. Thank you to Blue Chew for sponsoring today's episode, and it really does help Going In Raw to go to BlueChew.com. Riot Squad versus Sasha, Bayley, and Natalya. Kind of the match that I was not fascinated with this build because it was just, I don't know. You and I have been, our issues with the creative behind Riot Squad have been well documented.
Yes.
So much so that I'm gonna just sort of not. I'm just gonna take what I get from now on with the Riot Squad. You know, I don't really get the creative behind it. I know they're trying to do something.
They're trying to do some sort of anarchist thing, but
right.
it manifests itself in really different avenues, and it's
I
not
get
at all
what
cohesive.
they're going for. It just sometimes it's so inconsistent.
It's incredibly inconsistent.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like they should just be kind of like pranksters backstage.
Yeah.
Messing with people.
Yeah, exactly.
But pouring ketchup on someone's door, really, who cares? It's not, what was it, Natalia's locker room? Mm-hmm. It's not like Natalya has to clean it up. That's some poor person that works in the arena's janitorial services. Department has to clean that up.
Yeah.
You're not inconveniencing Natalya. You're not disrespecting Natalya because you shoot ketchup on the door that has her name on it. It's the poor person who has to clean that mess up that you're disrespecting.
Yeah. All right. Come on. We've gone through all this. Let's take a new tack with the Riot Squad. Let's just love everything they do with Riot. Can we just do that, please?
Why?
Why not?
It's
new.
We can enjoy we can enjoy the performance of the talent.
I'm gonna love every bit of it
because it's not that they're not to blame for this bogus creative.
No, man. I think it's great.
But if the creative does a disservice to the talent, then we got to point it out.
I'm turning it around.
Oh, you're gonna just make yourself massively confused by all this, trying to piece everything together.
It's like half my days now. Anyways,
Yeah, I know.
man, something's going on with his
old age,
brain
man.
right here. I got something going on in here. Anyways, this was actually a very fun match.
It was fun. They overbooked the heck out of it.
Mm-hmm. Riot Squad came down in
horror movie inspired gear. He had Sarah Logan as Leatherface.
Yeah.
He had
Liv Morgan as Pennywise.
Yeah, and Ruby Riot as Jigsaw from Saw.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
They were doing the costume
Yeah,
thing.
there were some themed costumes between this match and the opening match.
Hey, I want to suggest this real quick. Now we're talking about. So I know a lot of you probably, hopefully, went to cool costume parties this past weekend.
Oh yeah,
I did not. I don't do that, mainly because I'm not invited. But you and I are going to be dressing up on Wednesday for Halloween.
Yeah.
If anybody has wrestling costumes that you specifically, send them in.
Yeah, send us pictures.
Show them.
Actually, I have part of my costume.
I had some drunken Snapchats from Cannon Grant where he was wearing somebody else's John Cena's costume. He was like, "Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve, it's Cannon Grant. Look at me, man. You can't see me. Newsflash, you can't see me."
Are you gonna tell the people what your costume's gonna be, or is it gonna be a surprise?
No, they're gonna see it.
All right.
It's gonna be a surprise.
I'm excited. I'm excited for mine.
I know, man. I'm excited for yours too. So how did this match go down? Let's see here. In your notes, it says Sasha hits backstabber. Bayley hits belly to belly on Ruby. Liv breaks it up.
There's a spot where Sasha was supposed to do like a plancha type deal over the rope, flip herself over the rope. She came up a bit short.
Yeah, it looked like if Steve was going to try to do that.
Yeah,
it just went.
And she was caught by the Riot Squad, and they threw her into the barricade.
Uh-huh.
Again, it wasn't the padded barricade; it was the metal ones, and there was a lot of barricade spots during the show, so that probably hurt. They put Sasha back in. Ruby goes to the top rope, going for some like a top rope senton. Bayley rushes over, covers up Sasha, protecting her friend. Ruby says, "Whatever," delivers a senton anyways. Bayley rolls out. Sasha kicks out. Natalya gets in. We get a double sharpshooter with Natalya. Liv runs in, breaks it up with her finisher, like a single knee code breaker.
Yeah.
Natalya kicks out. But in the end, Sasha pins Liv after she hits a frog splash.
Yeah.
And I believe before that, Bayley hit her elbow.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
So it was a cool finish.
So somebody in chat mentioned that Shayna might have been injured last night. I'm picking this up from the chair shot. Oops, sorry. Ringside News has noted that Shayna was seen on crutches at the airport. Brian Alvarez has spoken on it on Wrestling Observer Radio, making note that she is scheduled to be evaluated for an ankle injury.
Oh, hopefully it's just a sprain.
I know. Hopefully it's not anything
major,
serious. What is this from? Shayna injured her ankle during the match. I don't know the extent of it. She was at the airport this morning on crutches. She was very much downplaying it because she's Shayna Baszler. That's what MMA fighters do.
Depending on the degree of the sprain, crutches are not outside the realm of possibility. I sprained my ankle real bad, and I was on crutches for a little while. So.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. Ringside News. We previously reported that Baszler was photographed on crutches. She's scheduled to be evaluated, and we'll find out if it's bad enough to keep her off of it. That's speculation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, something happened to her ankle last night. So, hopefully.
Nothing serious.
Nothing serious. Yeah.
Speaking of Shayna Baszler, her match against Kairi Sane was next. And wow. Yeah, TakeOver, Karen mentioned here in chat, TakeOver is 3 weeks away. If it's just an ankle sprain, that should be plenty of time.
Okay, is there anything...
Well, as long as it's not a third-degree ankle sprain, that could be worse.
Here's the thing.
Longer, or a high ankle sprain, that'll take longer.
Here's the thing. Like, it's conceivable to not have... I mean, I know they do title defenses in between takeovers, but, like, big title defenses... Like, this should be her big title win, her big title match. Yeah. She shouldn't have another one in 3 weeks of TakeOver. Like, she really shouldn't. It's not necessary. I'll put it this way. It's not necessary.
TakeOver does not necessitate a title defense.
You can wait till, like, a couple weeks after the next TakeOver.
It also all depends what they've been shooting, setting up for with NXT TV. But we've seen before where injuries happen and they alter course.
I know Bianca Belair is probably next in line for a title shot. I mean, that can wait till a couple,
That can wait till January.
Yeah.
Or on TV.
That's the only thing. I would speculate. I would. This is mere speculation on my part. Given how much they prepare for each of these matches, is it realistic to think that she would only have 3 weeks now to prepare for another big match at TakeOver? Like, do you think that she would have been scheduled anyways for the next TakeOver?
Oh, I don't know.
It's only 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
That's not, I don't think that would be, like, necessary. Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, this is a fantastic match. Early on, Kairi had the upper hand. Shayna didn't get very many opportunities to manipulate joints, punish arms. At one point, Kairi spiked Shayna with a nasty DDT.
Yes.
He dropped her right in her head.
Yes.
Before this, though, was that spot where Shayna had Kairi in like that double hammerlock.
Yeah.
Where she was holding on to her by her arm while pulling her up off the apron. Shayna was standing
like
on the second rope.
Yeah. And so she was sort of hanging there. Oh, that looked great.
That was awesome.
That looked fantastic.
Before the match started, they showed Marina Shafir, Jessamine Duke sitting ringside along with Candice LeRae. When Shayna comes out and did this.
No, don't like it.
And then Bianca Belair was down there as well. So they established half of the four horsemen, MMA four horsemen, sitting ringside. So Kairi, after she spikes Shayna with that DDT, Shayna rolls out. Kairi goes to the top rope, hits this awesome crossbody off the top.
Karen says there's not going to be a women's match at TakeOver.
Oh, okay.
The insider speaks.
Yes. And then they fight out there, and then Kairi does a back body drop of Shayna into Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. Jessamine Duke gets up, grabs Kairi by the hair, eats a vicious back fist.
Yeah, that was awesome.
From Kairi. Back in the ring, Kairi goes to the top, goes for the insane elbow. She's distracted by Marina Shafir. And then Kairi gets put in the clutch. She reverses into a pinfall, how she actually won the title. Shayna kicks out. At one point, Kairi is kind of on the ropes. Jessamine Duke kicks her in the head. Shayna puts Kairi Sane in the clutch again, and they really milk this moment beautifully. Where Kairi's in the clutch, and she's struggling, contorting her body in any way she can to try to get out of it. It seems like there's a glimmer of hope where she starts to fade, comes to, but then fades again. She passes out. Shayna wins. She's the new champ.
A lot of people in chat during the live stream were poo-pooing that because of the interference and distractions. And the outright freaking, what was it, a kick to the head or whatever.
Yeah, they're saying Shayna shouldn't need that.
Here's the thing. Shayna has established herself to the extent that we kind of know she doesn't need it. So that's why I'm kind of okay with it.
I'm totally okay with it because it's even in defeat, Kairi looks strong.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. But I mean, even with the distractions, Shayna still does look strong.
Yeah.
There is nothing to indicate that she couldn't have won that match. I mean, they've done such a good job sort of demonstrating that Kairi and Shayna are on such even keel, like going back a year ago to the Mae Young Classic, getting really good long-term booking. That yes, did the interference and distractions and whatnot of the 4 horsewomen, the 2 other horsewomen, help Shayna Baszler? Of course, absolutely. I don't think it makes Shayna look. That was my problem with Seth Rollins' world title reign, is that he would always put on the matches where he looked spectacular, and in the end, he would. Like, they overbooked those endings.
Oh, yeah. It's like he could not win a match by himself.
With J&J Security. We've seen Shayna plenty destroy people. So this was just more of a matter of convenience than necessity.
Yeah.
And I'm totally fine with that.
And it also didn't seem like it was an orchestrated thing on
you're
Shayna's
right.
part.
You're right.
It was Duke and Shafir.
Yeah.
Just feeling like they had been wronged at the hands of Kairi Sane and taking action because of it.
Yeah.
They just happened to be friends with Shayna Baszler and helped her win.
I thought it was decent storytelling.
Yeah, it was
I
fine.
didn't see any problems with it.
And if this is how they're gonna introduce Duke and Shafir to NXT, that's cool too.
Yeah. And then we had, speak about with 2 great matches, and then we had Charlotte versus Becky, proving that main roster matches, they can still be match of the night.
Oh heck yeah!
You can have a fantastic NXT match. This is Becky and Charlotte. You think anybody's going to steal their spotlight?
No.
Oh my God! This last woman standing match was absolutely spectacular.
Here's this is a small gripe I have about this match.
Sure.
It has nothing to do with Becky or Charlotte.
Didn't go on last.
Well, that
sucked the air out of the building.
Yeah, it's hard to follow that.
Yeah.
There's a couple instances where Mike Chioda's refereeing was really inconsistent. I pointed this out a lot during the live stream last night.
It was fun yelling at him.
But there's several moments where it's like, why aren't you counting?
Yeah.
Because they play fast and loose with the rules of when that 10 count starts and when it stops. There was one point where after Charlotte got put through the table, after that leg drop off the ladder, where Chioda stops counting when she's just on her hands and knees about to get up.
Yeah.
But at the finish, Charlotte has one foot planted under her. She's on her way to getting up, and he still counts to 10.
Yeah.
There's just no. If it was consistent, it'd be totally fine.
Yeah, totally.
And there's like the spot where Becky's burying Charlotte under chairs and pieces of table and stuff. Like, why are you arguing with Becky to stop doing that? He spent a good. Imagine the drama of him starting counting, and while he's counting, Becky's just tossing more stuff on the pile.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll put it this way. This is a really silly conversation to have, but this is what I love about wrestling. I think an argument can be made that Mike Chioda was totally on point with his reffing last night. When there's action being distributed to somebody, you don't count. When that action has stopped and that person is down, then you can start counting.
But it's not consistent.
I think he was fairly consistent with it.
Match to match, it's not consistent.
Match to match. Oh, I think you just got to look. This is a Chioda match. You got to take a Chioda match for it's in a vacuum. I think it's in a vacuum. He established the rules early on. No dicking around. I was on board with Chioda.
I kind of feel like there's moments where it should have been refereed better.
Did you see before we launched into this match? Did you see Becky Lynch's tweet? I don't know if it was last night or this morning, but she tweeted a screenshot of Ronda Rousey has followed you from Twitter.
Oh yeah,
and then her caption is
she tried.
Becky Lynch is a treasure. She's been killing it.
Did you see that video where she shows up at the hotel and there's a bunch of people in the lobby chanting her name?
No.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. She's been killing it.
Oh heck yeah.
So let's try to run down this match. Fairly early on, Becky pulled the kendo stick out from under the ring. Just completely massacred Charlotte with it. They both get on either side of the ring. start grabbing chairs out from under the ring, tossing them into the ring. And of course, it elicited ECW chants.
Yeah, of course.
From the crowd.
They tossed maybe
it was like a dozen,
almost a dozen chairs.
Yeah,
in there.
it was a lot. Yeah. Let's see here.
Becky teases a Bexploder onto the chairs. Charlotte reverses it. Becky eats the belly to back on the chairs.
Yeah.
Becky sets up a table on the outside. Oh, there's this vicious spot where Becky essentially rock bottoms Charlotte into that pile of chairs. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow. Yeah. Charlotte puts Becky on the table, hits the moonsault, table doesn't break. They call an audible. They set Becky back up on the table. Instead of trying for the moonsault, Charlotte does like a somersault senton.
There was no...
That was great.
It's great because, like, as people who have to watch this stuff all the time or choose to watch this stuff all the time, it was fairly seamless.
Yeah.
It was obvious what happened and what was supposed to happen. And Charlotte's decision to go back up felt very seamless. Didn't seem like there was any, obviously.
There was no panic involved in it.
There was no panic involved. There was no, oh, God, what do we do now? There was no looking around. Seamless.
Yeah.
Just seamless. And
yeah.
And she did the move. She didn't try to do another moonsault.
That somersault senton.
The somersault senton knew she was going to get the job done with that, and it did.
Yeah.
Boy, that was good.
That was great. Charlotte gets a ladder, and then she puts Becky in the figure 8.
And each time,
using the ladder.
Sorry, each time, like when the table broke, each time they did such a great job of milking the 10 count because obviously they're both down. Kyoto starts going for 10, and they, Becky, I think, lifted herself up using the ropes, and Charlotte rolled out.
Yeah.
Becky climbed up the ropes to get on her feet.
Yeah, it was great.
So yeah.
Becky's in the figure 8. Charlotte uses the ladder to do it, and then Becky grabs a chair with a little assistance from Kyoto, hits Charlotte in the leg a few times, breaks it up. Becky grabs her belt. She tries to leave. Charlotte tracks her down through the crowd. They're brawling in the crowd all over the place. They come back towards the announce table area. Charlotte sets up a ladder. Becky gets up, hits her with a title. Becky puts Charlotte on the announce table. She climbs the ladder. Top rope. No, sorry, not top rope. Double leg drop off the ladder through the announce table. Charlotte gets up at 9.
Yeah.
Becky gets she gets Charlotte down, starts dumping office chairs on top of her. Pieces the table from in the ring, steel chairs. Again, Charlotte gets out right before the 10 count.
Yeah.
And that was the one where it was the table spot that she wasn't on her feet all the way, and Kyoto broke the count. This angered Charlotte because she got the kendo stick and started destroying Becky with it, hit her with a spear. She sets up, outside the ring. Charlotte sets up for a moonsault, puts Becky on the table that Becky set up earlier. Becky gets to the top, powerbomb Charlotte off the second rope.
Yeah.
Through the table on the outside.
Oh, man. Ouch.
Ow.
Yeah.
Charlotte can't get up before the count of 10. Becky retains.
She barely makes it to her sort of hands and knees a bit, and then struggles to I think she got 1 foot, and then she collapsed, and by that time they had count 10.
Yeah.
So it was spectacular. The build to this has been really great. Basically because of how the crowd is reacting to Becky. There's coming into this, when Becky came out, there were Becky chants everywhere. The only qualm I have with this is simply how they seem to have misjudged how Charlotte would be received. I know Tia, and Michael Cole even said during this match that, TLC is in December, which leaves a Survivor Series, which, given that they're obviously not going to do the horsewoman versus horsewoman thing. Too early for that. I guess, is it possible to do a brand versus? Are they going to do the brand versus brand thing?
Because I wonder if they're the Becky not accepting, not that you have really a choice in the matter, Ronda's follow request.
It feels like that could be the seed of a,
Yeah. But that could just be Becky being Becky.
Brand versus brand is such a strong concept.
I know.
And it's so, I love it.
I know.
I freaking love it. And I think a lot of people do. I think it'd be silly for us not to get Becky versus Ronda. Have, because number one, who would you want in that ring more than, Becky could deliver Ronda her best match.
Oh yeah, easily.
She could lay out a 5-star match.
It could be
lay out something on a platter for Ronda.
It could be like Brock AJ last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Ronda's going to win.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
even in defeat, Becky can come out looking good.
Oh man, it could be great. It could be. And hey, you know what you could even do with that? If you really want to keep them strong, you can introduce a year in advance the horsewomen thing. Have Shayna come out. You know, Becky might be on the verge of defeat. Oh my God, the first time Ronda's really on the ropes. And then, you know, you end up with the scrum. You end up with the horsewomen all getting involved. And even Charlotte reluctantly getting involved.
And here's another option, too, that if it is Becky versus Ronda and Becky loses, whether through some sort of interference or clean, that adds some potential fire for a Ronda-Charlotte feud going into Mania if that's going to happen. Because Charlotte can go into that knowing that Becky lost to Ronda. And
or what if Becky gets, you know, Becky gets it, like Ronda has some help that she doesn't necessarily want from Shayna. Becky gets some help that she doesn't necessarily want from the other horsewomen. You know, it's like there's a lot of levels. Given how Ronda's the one face seemingly from the rest of the horsewomen, and given that Becky is the one heel from the rest of her horsewomen, there are so many story possibilities that you can play out without a clear winner, without a clear loser at Survivor Series. I really hope they take that route. You can overbook a mess like that and come out with some really, really cool things.
Main event was Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey.
This was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I guess, you know, I mentioned this last night that Nikki Bella is a pretty major mainstream star, so they can't have her in the main event of the show and just get squashed.
I kind of appreciate that Ronda might actually be at the point now where you can kind of, because here's the thing, Nikki Bella's not this, she's like a steady worker. She's not the strongest, like you're not going to get like, oh, look at that crazy match. But Ronda's at the point where like you don't really have to worry about her putting on a longer match that isn't, you know, look, she's still at a spot where it's surprising that she's not, you know, you can put on a longer match and not have to worry about her botching a bunch of stuff. You know, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That is very impressive. And I know they have everybody around her making sure that's the case, you know? But she carried this main event. Look, that last one standing match, that being the second to last match, there was no filler match in between to reset the crowd. That put the crowd out. You know, that was oh my God. Oh, I need to relax now. And then here comes Ronda and Nikki having to follow that.
I know. That's a bad spot for them.
Yeah.
But I thought they handled Nikki kind of getting the upper hand early on fairly well. They had Brie interfere. They had 2 shots into the ring post for Ronda. So it was believable that she would be dazed by that. So that worked. I mean, nothing about this main event didn't work.
Yeah.
It all worked. The story being told was decent. I mean, maybe Nikki was booked a tad strong. But then again, you know, Ronda got her head shoved into the ring post twice.
Yeah.
But again, they need to make Nikki look strong because she's a pretty major star. They don't want her getting squashed on a huge pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But the story worked. Wasn't as exciting as the previous match, no, but very few matches are that exciting. But Ronda did kick out of a rack attack 2.0. That doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, of course, Nikki taps the armbar.
Yep.
That always happens.
Yeah, that didn't change.
No.
That's still
a decent main event.
Yeah, no, it was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I get nervous. I did not watch that the top rope.
Oh, that kind of.
You said it was like
it's like a cradle off the top rope into the armbar. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still scared.
I don't know exactly what happened because they were just together in like a ball. And then fell off the ropes, and then Ronda was pretty much instantly in armbar position.
All right. Wow.
So it worked.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was rehearsed several times.
Look, man, as long as nobody fell on their head, that's all I care about.
Exactly.
Boy, that DDT that Shayna took.
Oh, that looked stiff.
That looked bad.
Yeah, that looked like it was right on her head.
Yeah.
And at the conclusion of the main event, Ronda was celebrating. You know, got a hug from her husband. Was giving high fives to some people around ringside. And then at the top of the ramp, she was met by the entire women's division. Even Becky was up there.
Yep.
So it's a great celebration. And a really, really, really fun show.
Yeah.
You want to do a quick Raw preview?
Let's do a quick. Well, yeah, we do have a Raw tonight.
We do.
First up, Dean Ambrose finally snaps.
That actually happened last week.
He snapped. This needs to be snapped.
Yeah.
After Roman Reigns was forced to relinquish the Universal Championship due to his battle with leukemia, his Shield brothers earned an emotional victory over Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler to become Raw Tag Team Champions. However, the celebration was short-lived. In a brutal post-match betrayal, Dean Ambrose lashed out against Seth Rollins, an attack that was seemingly a long time coming. How will Seth Rollins address Dean Ambrose's actions? And what might this all mean for the Raw Tag Team titles? We'll find out tonight.
Jax prepares to get rowdy.
Jack Daddy.
The so-called Bella-lution was short-lived at WWE Evolution, where Ronda Rousey made Nikki Bella submit to her armbar to retain the Raw Women's title. Now she's turned back, fearless. Now that she's turned back, fearless Nikki, the baddest woman on the planet, looks ahead to the future. So too does Nia Jax, who won a battle royal last night for a future Raw Women's title opportunity, setting the stage for another Rousey versus Jax title bout. The last time these powerhouses squared off, the match was tainted by an Alexa Bliss Money in the Bank cash-in that resulted in 5 Feet of Fury defeating Jax to win the title. Will we finally see which of these two women is a superior superstar?
Hers is superior. DX and Brothers of Destruction head towards cataclysmic battle. The deeply personal rivalry between D-Generation X and the Brothers of Destruction comes to a head at WWE. What is it called?
I don't know.
Crown Jewel? I don't know what that is.
Never heard of it.
Where the two legendary tandems will collide in tag team action for the first time ever. Really? First time ever? Wow, that's impressive. With animosity between DX and the eerie Undertaker and Kane escalating in recent weeks, will we see these teams throw down before this Friday's event? There's an event this Friday?
Well, there's our event.
There's
That's
our
the
event
I'm aware of. Who will be our next Universal Champion?
Me.
Wait, what?
This guy, Prince Devitt.
Adam Mayhem. Following Roman Reigns' announcement that he would be relinquishing the Universal Championship to focus on his battle with leukemia, we learned that Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar will nevertheless clash at...
Huh? What is this shit?
I don't know what it's called, or what this is, where the vacant title will be on the line. The monster among men has been in a foul mood while dealing with his former allies, Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, and his frustration no doubt makes him anxious for the Beast Incarnate to get these hands in their anticipated battle this Friday. What's going on Friday?
Well, we're doing a
thing. That's right.
It's Twang.
Yeah, how might Strowman gain momentum en route to what could be his first singles title in WWE?
And finally,
hands.
I like this is left. Isn't like the main event scene left for like the
Not necessarily.
All right, Elias's latest smash hit. The WWE Universe's relationship with Elias has been a troubled one at best, but when the living truth smashed his guitar across the back of acting Raw general manager Baron Corbin last Monday night, we all wanted to walk with Face Elias. Will Face Elias face repercussions for that assault, or will he serenade WWE fans in Charlotte, North Carolina with an unhindered performance? He better not start lavishing praise upon cities. I don't want to see that.
No, he needs to still talk trash.
Don't miss any of the action on Raw live 8/7 Central on USA Network.
Let's answer some questions, Steve. Wayne-Maker, going in Raw plus Mayhem plus Luchando versus Cultaholic versus Wrestle Talk and Wayne-Maker in a Survivor Series match. Who goes over?
Look at Wayne-Maker trying to get himself over.
Well,
here.
if we're booking, we're going to book ourselves to win.
Absolute squash match. Are you kidding me?
There you go.
Steve gets the pin. 1, 2, 3.
No, Adam Mayhem eliminates everybody. Josh Little, why don't in the Battle Royal do all wrestlers get the biggest threat out first? That happens sometimes, but when you have two, we have Tamina and Nia Jax, we're like evenly matched powerhouses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen it before where the entire rest of the competitors will go after them. They just didn't.
Yeah.
They're telling a different story this time.
Yeah. You know, it was sort of a worry about that later scenario.
Yeah.
Figure that
First
one out
is
later.
all the current talents.
Because here's the thing. It makes more sense for you to wait longer in the match because of their...
They'll get tired.
Lungs.
Tired.
Their lungs.
Tired. There, Thabata, you noticed Triple H push aside Alicia Fox at the end.
I did not.
Nor did I.
I did not notice that.
Jose Alaguna, in the future, can you add matched start times to the live stream pay-per-views? As someone who usually is busy, I can't watch live often. Keep it real.
I'll try. That seems like to be honest with you, completely honest, a bit of a task. So I can't guarantee I'll do that. I am probably tonight going to try to edit our reactions for a supercut to go up tomorrow morning. I'm going to give that a shot.
Josh Little says all the tributes to Roman last night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ronda, the only one I noticed was Ronda at the end of her match. She screamed something at the camera like, "We all got you in your battle with leukemia" or something. I wouldn't have noticed what she was saying, but she said leukemia.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Oh, this is great. Here we go. This is awesome. So this is coming to us from Beast Mode Manny. Am I able to save this image right here? Yeah. Manny.
Looks like it.
And it is Apparently, let's see here. Stream Club John and Beast Mode Manny, they dressed up at a Defy show
as Joey Janela and The Rock.
And The Rock from here. Let's see if I can just put this up on the thing.
There you go.
There we go.
That's great.
If you're listening as an audio, I apologize, but the stream audience and the VOD can see that.
Yes,
that's awesome. I love that Rock costume. That's the best.
Oh, that's so good.
And Bad Boy Janela right there.
Austin Luff, it got overshadowed by Evolution, but Eichner and Street Profits won title at Evolve, which is insane. That is pretty crazy.
I know. Is NXT and does Eichner, does he often wrestle for Evolve, like sort of outside his NXT?
Not that I'm aware of.
Role. Well, he's European, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's from Italy.
Okay. That's cool. That's awesome. That's great. Who did he beat the Evolve?
Shane Strickland.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's what I read, at least.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty major.
I wonder when Shane Strickland's going to go to NXT.
Well, now he has reason to. Fabian Eichner has his title.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Depends when his Lucha Underground contract runs out, though.
Oh, man. I cannot wait for the day when I can stop hearing you say, depends on whether, because it's so, like, all those people signed up for that ridiculous contract.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on. That's the ultimate cold water these days is depends on that when the Lucha Underground contract.
Lucha Underground contract, man.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, Samuel Bronkowitz here on Twitter says, anybody else think about Hogan when Becky Lynch kept referring to herself? She kept on saying, "I'm the man."
Even if she won, "I'm the man."
And that's her new Twitter handle.
That's great.
Her name on Twitter is the man.
Good. She is the absolute best.
Oh, here we go. Edge. So Ethan NV95 retweeted this from Edge. Adam Copeland himself says the count. I guess in questioning Kyoto, the count doesn't start until action has stopped. Becky was still burying her, so you don't need to hate anything about that match. Oh, I guess somebody was. Rob Gibson was complaining to Edge.
But I swear I've seen false count matches anywhere where that wasn't the case. That's what I'm talking about, consistency.
I'm going with Edge because he's done a lot of neat things.
Oh, no, I know. He's done a lot of neat things.
Providing clarification on this is
it's appreciated. It's appreciated.
One of the many neat things that Edge has done.
He's taken time from his busy life to clarify the rules.
Rory Grace wants to know, at this point, should Bianca Belair be considered the number one contender? He says yes.
Hell yes.
I think there is one compelling reason. 3 syllables. Undefeated. 4 syllables. Undefeated. Yes, absolutely. Let's
Jonathan says, Michelle, get my blue boner gum.
My blue boner gum.
Of darkness.
Of darkness.
Waymaker.
BlueChew.
Waymaker. Who do WWE need to release to make way for new signings? There's a lot of dead wood on Maine. Who's got to go?
Dude, I hate to be as callous as our friendo the Waymaker, but he's got a good point. Man, lots.
Yeah.
Clear the decks. Lots of great talent in waiting. You know, once Shane Strickland's out of that Lucha Underground contract.
And Jeff Cobb and so many others. Pentagon
Jeff
Jr.
Cobb's got to be out of it, right? He's in Ring of Honor. They have TV.
But he wrestles under a mask in Lucha Underground, so we can't use that character. I think that's the deal.
Oh, well, that's fine. Nobody wants to use that character anyways.
I know. I think they loosened up on that because Ricochet, he couldn't, even though he was under a mask. He was Prince Puma, but I think they've subsequently kind of eased off that a little bit.
I forgot about this. Mr. Triple Mania himself. That's what I'm doing later on today when I'm packing those orders.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to turn on some Triple Mania.
Yeah, well, Triple A, you mean?
Heroes Immortales.
Oh.
I think it was. Immortal Heroes. Mr. Triple Mania himself, Juan Guerrero Jr. says, Jeff Jarrett losing his hair gave me an idea for a question. Which members of NWO versus members of Bullet Club would you like to see in hair versus hair matches?
Well, it's got to be the Young Bucks.
Oh, man.
And Kenny.
That ain't growing back. Those dudes have receding hairline. They need some forearms. Those hairlines, especially on Nick, it's like back here. Looks like LeBron. They shouldn't be doing that. Kenny has a luscious head of hair.
Oh, that's great.
That'll grow back in like 2 weeks flat. That'll be fine.
It's Chase Owens.
Oh, I think he needs some forearms too.
So that's 4.
Yeah. Ouch.
And then
members of the NWO. We've seen Kevin Nash lose his hair before.
Yeah.
He had a hair versus hair match, I think. Yeah, because he shaved it for the Punisher movie.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
But like everybody else in the NWO is like so old. I wouldn't want to see them wrestle.
Yeah, man. Did you watch that little clip? I don't know. I have no idea where it's from. Of Scott Hall making fun of Virgil's merchandise at a convention.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's from, but it's great. He goes over, look at this guy. Look at all these pictures right here. None of them are of just Virgil. What are you doing, man? You are too much. And then Virgil shows him his little Virgil action figure. He says, this should be laying on its back because that's how we all remember you.
Oh, my God. Wow.
This should be on its back.
Wow. The real Rich Hardesty. Becky versus Ronda can use the arm submission each uses as a storytelling maneuver, with each one trying to get it in on each other, sort of like the first Kenny Okada match. The One-Winged Angel, Rainmaker, who get their finisher off.
That's perfect.
Yep.
A question kind of related. Chuck Sips says, was Becky Lynch's she tried to follow burn on Ronda's a setup for Survivor Series? I hope so.
Could be.
God, I hope they do brand versus brand.
Alto says Naomi's Melina split was dope to see. She did do a little different split before she got in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Oscar Osorio, what's up, friendos? First super chat ever. Go Pats.
How are the Pats doing this year?
I think they're in
you
first.
follow football.
I think they're in first place.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, my team is killing it. Joaquin Cardenas asks, who would be the dream opponents to have a 60-minute Iron Woman's match? Let's keep Sasha Bayley out of it because we've seen
Becky's gonna be one of the participants.
Becky, man. How about Becky versus Shayna for an Iron Woman match?
That'd be great.
Oh man,
that would be great. Kai Highwell, quick question: World Peace or Undisputed Era? You can only have one.
Well, come on now. Let's not be ridiculous.
Who's not to say that Undisputed Era can't lead to world peace?
Well, yeah. The obvious answer is Undisputed Era because they'll bring world peace and financial security to every man, woman, and child. Let's see here.
What's the? They'll offer up an undisputed basic income for everybody in the world.
Undisputed healthcare for all.
Yeah.
Undisputed basic income. Oh, we're the worst. The liberals.
Oh, God.
Let's see here. Oh, Samuel Bronkowitz again coming at us with hot questions. Were you just as disappointed as I was not to see any NXT women in the Battle Royal? Kind of.
That'd be cool. I mean, Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae were in the building having
See
a Battle
the
Royal.
size of that division, like during that Performance Center thing with Charlotte and Becky? There's like 50 women, man.
Yeah.
And they're all talent,
Fantastic.
man. Great talent. The Rebel David Sharp. What superstar made the biggest name for herself at Evolution? He says, I think Ember Moon won a lot of fans last night during the Battle Royal.
Yeah, I felt like she was kind of the MVP of that Battle Royal.
Who came away at Evolution? I don't know, man. Maybe it's Toni Storm.
Yeah, that's a good answer, too.
Got it. A lot more exposure than I think a lot of the other, like in terms of being underexposed compared to the rest of the people.
Yeah, relative to
How great was that? I just remember this, though. How great was that Alundra Blaze elimination when she was gently
There's so
eliminated.
many gentle eliminations.
I know.
Wayne Maker, you didn't answer my question. Who needs to be released? Stop being fence-sitting wankers.
Man, I don't know. You give us some answers. Who do you think should be released? Who do you think should be released?
I don't think anybody. I don't want to see anybody released. Someone have a job.
Okay, how about this then? Give me five women and 5 men who should transition to be performance center coaches with health insurance, benefits, and all that stuff.
5 women, that's a lot. Well, I'm thinking about that. Alto, Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme? It's Dunkin' Donuts.
So I'll say Mickie James and Alicia Fox. They've been around for a very long time. They have a lot of wisdom to impart at the performance center with full benefits, health, and a good salary. And isn't Florida have no state tax?
Yeah,
there you go.
At least Alicia Fox already lives in Florida. I think Mickey lives in Tennessee or something.
She's married to
Magnus, yes.
What did I say? Oh, isn't she with Nick Aldis? No, she's with Magnus. That's awesome. Who else? Well, Dana Brooke had her best moments at the Performance Center during Breaking Ground, so she can go back to the Performance Center.
Big Show.
Well,
Kane's more or less done, so
Are the Colognes still on, or Epico and Primo, are they still on the bankroll? Are they still on the payroll?
I have no idea. Kane, Big Show.
They're all part-timers, though. You got Ty Dillinger. Come on, man. Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, man.
I love these people. I'm just
great.
saying. Put Shelton at the Performance Center. Waymaker, you're breaking our hearts right now.
I know, that's tough.
I mean, Mojo Rawley. Do we really need Mojo Rawley? Put him back at the Performance Center.
About Zack Ryder.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Hype Bros as hype coaches at the Performance Center.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Full benefits.
Yeah,
They'll be
that's not a
fine.
bad deal.
They'll be fine.
I'm sure it's a fun job.
Is Mojo Rawley really going to go anywhere that he hasn't been already? No, man. Come on. They got Keith Lee and Matt Riddle there in NXT.
I know.
Cassius Ohno, he needs his main roster spot.
Adam Cole's there.
Oh, man.
M Squared, Jack D Daddy for undisputed ref of all time.
I think Jack Daddy's probably Hall of Fame ref.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Headliner
In the referee Hall of Fame.
Indeed.
Him and the fake Hebner.
Dave
Hebner.
or Earl. Can't remember which one's the fake one.
I think Earl was the fake one.
Yeah, but then they were both.
Which is weird because Earl is like the more
well-known of the two.
Well-known of the two. That's sort of weird. Anyways. Too many shenanigans we got going on right now.
Yep.
What the hell? I want this just to play through, I guess, Windows Media Player.
Yeah,
oh, Groove Music.
Yeah,
that's
one.
how I always play it. There's some music for you guys.
Hopefully.
Guys and gals. Anyways, thanks so much. Hey, another shout out to our terrific mods, by the way.
Yeah.
Alex C, Mr. Dope, Stevie Bradley, and of course, Karen, our NXT insider. Y'all are the best. Truly the best. Yesterday, sometimes these things bring out the worst.
Whoa, Wayne Maker says, call yourselves progressive. You're a wrestling conservative.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Anyways, $1 and up patron. Stay tuned. We got a post show for you guys. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.